Let's replace the rear tire for the Segway P100s electric kick scooter today. The new appearance for the mobile app is a nice improvement. I've had my P100s for 193 days and accumulated 3,254 miles on it so far. This page shows my preferred settings for my daily riding. This page shows my average ride duration. Before trying to replace a tire, refer to the Segway YouTube channel for information. View the video titles 1. P-Series wheel replacement 2. How to replace P-Series rear fender. Both are necessary to view to replace a tire. Let's start. Find a suitable location to begin disassembly. Use a heat source to remove the rubber parts. I removed the deck pad to see if I could access the battery compartment. I removed all the screws and could not gain access. I even removed the bottom screws with no luck. So don't bother trying to access the battery compartment that way. Gaining access to the battery compartment remains a mystery. With the necessary parts disassembled and secured in place, find a flat surface to place the scooter to begin the tire replacement. Remove the brake disc rotor and set aside. Use a clamp to break the bead seal in the top and bottom of the tire. Use tire irons to remove the old tire. Now ready for the new tire mounting. Push the new tire on all the way, and use zip ties in 4 locations to compress the rubber as much as possible. Use tire irons to get the tire bead onto the hub. It's easy. Now carefully remove all the zip ties, avoid scoring the tire bead. Back to reassembling the scooter. Don't forget to put the brake rotor back on. Now to heat up the rubber and put it back in place. The tire has been replaced. Now for some air. You'll need a high-volume airflow for the first inflation. This unit would only max at 80 psi. This was sufficient to mostly mount the tire. I had to bounce the tire to get the bead to seat on the hub. I also used an electric pump to max the tire pressure to 120 psi. This was to ensure the bead was on all the way. You'll need to manipulate the tire at max pressure to get the tire mounted correctly. Do this by pushing the tire in and up by hand, on both sides. Refer to the Segway video. You want to see this gap on both sides. The new tire is a slightly different dimension from the stock tire. The new tire is 70 mm wide and the stock tire is 80 mm wide. This is not a big deal. Surprisingly, the front tire has not worn out as much as the rear tire did. Incredibly, it has no wear at all. The worn-out rear tire has become flat with no tread remaining at all. This is a good indication that it is time to get a new tire. The cutaway shows the amount of rubber remaining at this worn state. Hopefully the new tire has more rubber where it matters and not on the sides. Bonus tip, this is the cooling fan assembly I made to ensure the charger heatsink stays cool while charging. It works great too. The last thing to mention is the condition of my old 9-bot Max scooter. This unit has served me well for 4 years with over 9,500 miles on it. Again, the battery charger is starting to act up. I replaced it a while ago and now the battery is starting to show signs of wearing down. I can still get it to charge with some patience. I'm not putting any more money into it. It's almost time to retire the unit permanently. Thanks for viewing this video and I hope it was helpful.